Welcome back to Braintree Today. I'm Martha Konstandinidis and you're watching BCAM TV. Now we'll be getting into our latest stories from the week. On Wednesday, Nicholas Cruz, also known as the Parkland school shooter, was formally sentenced to life in prison. A jury voted last month to spare Cruz of the death penalty and instead chose life in prison without possibility of parole. Cruz pleaded guilty last year to the premeditated murder of 17 students and staff members at a Florida high school with a semi-automatic rifle. The formal sentencing came one day after family members of the victims had a chance to address Cruz directly in court. Circuit Judge Elizabeth Scherer formally handed down the life sentence, and the 24-year-old will be transferred to federal prison, where he will remain until his death. With 3 viruses making their way around the state this fall, health officials in the city of Worcester are now recommending residents wear masks while indoors and around others. The move comes as the city has seen an uncharacteristic spike in respiratory viruses like RSV, the flu, and of course COVID-19. RSV and the flu pose a risk to children, older adults, and people living with chronic health conditions. Officials said they hope mask wearing will help prevent a surge in cases and a strain on local hospitals. The city of Worcester emphasized that the decision is not a mandate, but only a mask recommendation. The town of Braintree is holding a seasonal flu vaccination clinic on Tuesday, November 8th from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. in the Cahill Auditorium at Town Hall for individuals 18 years of age and older. Flu shots will be administered on a first-come, first-served basis, and residents are requested to bring their health insurance cards. If you have any questions about the upcoming flu vaccination clinic, please contact the Braintree Health Department at 781-794-8090. On November 1st, a new process for vehicle inspection stickers went into effect in Massachusetts. Any vehicles with an expired inspection sticker, after they pass inspection, will be given a sticker displaying the month when the vehicle should have been inspected. This means that any drivers who are late getting their vehicle inspected will no longer be given a sticker showing the month when the new inspection occurred. The Massachusetts Registry of Motor Vehicles said the change is being made to ensure that all vehicles are being inspected every year. The changes will not impact the process for newly purchased vehicles, and there will be no difference for drivers who get their vehicles inspected on time or before the due date. Those who are on time will keep receiving a sticker that displays the month the vehicle was inspected. In a press release from the RMV, officials said, quote, "Check your date, don't be late," end quote. Thanks for watching Braintree Today. We'll be right back with more after the break.
It's that time of the year again, flu season. Getting vaccinated against the flu and COVID-19 can help keep you, your family, and your community healthy. You can even get both vaccines at the same time. Visit mass.gov/flushot to learn more.
Welcome back. On October 26th, the Massachusetts Police Accreditation Commission voted to award accreditation to the Braintree Police Department. Accreditation is a self-initiated evaluation process where police departments strive to meet and maintain standards that have been established for the profession by the profession. The standards reflect critical areas of police management, operations, and technical support activities. Lieutenant Robert Joseph took over as the accreditation manager in October 2021 after Lieutenant David Del Papa, who is now the Abington Police Chief. Police Chief Mark Dubois said, quote, "The process of achieving and maintaining accreditation has been a roadmap for our success in policy development and professional standards," end quote. Anchor Health Properties has acquired the 47,350 square foot medical office building at 340 Wood Road in Braintree for $15 million. Officials from the company said interest in the building was a result of its proximity to the number of area hospitals, including the Health South Braintree Rehabilitation Hospital and South Shore Hospital. James Schmid, Chief Investment Officer and Managing Partner with Anchor said, quote, "This asset is a welcome addition as we focus on closing on several key transactions by the end of the year, and we have planned several initiatives that will enhance the profile and value of the facility. We are looking forward to tapping into the building's long-term growth potential, given the demand drivers in the market as we support the existing tenancies operations in delivery community-based healthcare services," end quote. Voters in Braintree will head to the polls on Tuesday, November 8th for the 2022 general election, but have the option of early in-person voting at Braintree Town Hall, which began on October 22nd and will continue through November 4th. Voters also have the option to vote by mail, but applications must be received by the Braintree Town Clerk by 5 p.m. on November 1st. Ballots can be returned by mail, emailed, faxed, or returned by hand to the clerk's office. In addition to races for governor, lieutenant governor, and attorney general, there are several contested congressional contests and key races at the state and local level, as well as 4 ballot questions. The Massachusetts Department of Environmental Protection has issued a new statewide regulation mandating that municipalities can no longer collect mattresses and box springs with the regular trash. These items must now be collected in a separate truck so that they can be recycled instead of being handled by trash. Braintree residents need to call Sunrise Scavenger at 617-361-8000 to schedule a pickup appointment 1 to 2 days prior to their regular trash day. This is the same procedure as residents now follow to schedule appliance pickups. Braintree's curbside yard waste pickup is now continuing through the end of November. November pickup dates include November 7th, November 14th, the 21st, and the 28th. Yard waste must be in brown leaf bags or open-top barrels no larger than 35-gallon capacity and 50-pound limit. Cardboard boxes, plastic bags, or tarps are not acceptable as containers and will not be collected. Acceptable materials include grass, leaves, and twigs. Larger items can be taken to the compost site at 225 Plain Street. For more information on the compost site, you may call 781-794-8955. And for information on all trash and recycling related services, you can visit www.braintreema.gov/recycling. Thank you for watching Braintree Today on BCAM TV. We'll be right back with more stories in the area.
Now more than ever, we need to do our part to prevent the spread of illnesses like the flu. Getting a flu shot will lower the chances of a serious illness and help keep you and your loved ones out of the hospital. Now's the time. Get your flu shot today.
Welcome back to Braintree Today. Now let's get right into more stories. Following a nearly $3 billion revenue surplus this year, the state began sending refund checks to Massachusetts taxpayers on Tuesday. The refunds are coming thanks to Chapter 62F taxpayer refunds, a Massachusetts law which requires that when tax revenue collections in a given fiscal year exceed an annual tax revenue cap, the excess revenue is returned to taxpayers. Eligible taxpayers will get a refund of about 13% of their 2021 personal income tax liability. About 3 million state residents will get checks either through direct deposit or the mail. To find an estimate on your refund, the state has built a calculator for what one might receive under the refund program at mass.gov/info-details/Chapter 62F taxpayer refunds. The state also has a 62F hotline open weekdays from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. at 877-677-9727. On Tuesday, MBTA General Manager Steve Poftak announced he will step down in early 2023. Poftak shared the news in a letter to MBTA employees saying, quote, "While we have faced and will continue to face challenges, I believe in the strength and resilience of the MBTA. As I look back on my 4 years as General Manager, I take great pride in what we have accomplished together." End quote. The T is in the midst of a difficult period following a recent federal inquiry into the agency's safety practices and 2 major subway line shutdowns. The Orange Line shut down in August and September promised faster services, but POFTAC has recently backed away from those upgrades. In the letter, POFTAC said he would leave the role by January 3rd, 2023. On October 27th, Project Bread was joined with School Meals for All to host a press conference with state and local officials to discuss the benefits of free school meals, child nutrition, and ending child hunger statewide. The conference highlighted the work of those in schools such as East Middle School in Braintree, who continue to provide meals to kids. Massachusetts is one of 5 states continuing to provide free school meals to all students following the expiration of federal waivers in June. Without passage of this bill, the Commonwealth will return to a tiered pay system that leaves out at least 26% of food insecure children. If you wish to support this effort, you can visit kidsma.org and ask legislators to make school meals for all a priority. If you are experiencing food insecurity, you can call Project Bread's toll-free food source hotline at 800-645-8333 or visit their website projectbread.org/gethelp. These services provide confidential assistance to connect with food resources, including SNAP benefits in 180 languages and for the hearing impaired. You can watch the School Meals for All press conference on BCAM TV's government channel on Thursdays, November 3rd and Friday, November 4th at 7:30 p.m. and on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/bcamtv. Norfolk County Registry of Deeds announced the 2022 Holiday Food Drive is happening November 14th through December 13th. Register of Deeds William O'Donnell is asking people to take a moment to contribute to the annual food drive, saying, quote, "This year, we, as a community, have seen an unprecedented rise in inflation rates, especially in the cost of food. Some Norfolk County families are hit harder by these increased costs and worry about putting food on the table this holiday season." End quote. Non-perishable food items can be brought directly to the Registry of Deeds located at 649 High Street in Dedham. A donation bin will be set up in the registry's lobby, and food can be dropped off Monday through Friday between 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Suggested donations include canned goods, breakfast cereals, pasta, sauces, toiletries, and paper products. To learn more about the food drive, along with other Registry of Deeds events and initiatives, you can visit their Facebook page at www.facebook.com/NorfolkDeeds. This weekend, plan to get some extra sleep because it's time to turn the clocks back an hour due to daylight savings time. The trade-off is that daylight will shorten until the winter solstice on Wednesday, December 21st. Daylight savings will end this Sunday, November 6th for most of the country, but 2 U.S. states, Arizona and Hawaii, don't participate in daylight savings time. Daylight savings time for the U.S. and Canada always begins on the second Sunday in March and ends the first Sunday in November. Thanks for watching Braintree Today. We'll be right back with more in entertainment.
Hello, I'm Bill O'Donnell, Register of Deeds for Norfolk County. The holidays are a time of joy, but for some, a time of stress. We see firsthand at the Registry of Deeds the struggles of people when it comes to mortgage foreclosures. A number of families in the county struggle to put food on the table. Realizing that 1 out of every 9 Massachusetts households is considered food insecure, the Registry of Deeds continues to hold its annual holiday food drive to benefit struggling families here in Norfolk County. We are asking for your help in collecting non-perishable donations such as canned meats, soups, vegetables, breakfast cereals, pasta, spaghetti sauces, along with household paper goods. To make a difference this holiday season, all you have to do is drop off a donation to the Registry of Deeds lobby, located at 649 High Street in Dedham, between the hours of 8 a.m. and 4:30 p.m., Monday through Friday. If you cannot get to the Registry of Deeds, please check our website at www.norfolkdeeds.org for a food pantry location in your community. Donations are needed throughout the year. Working together, we can truly make a difference. Thank you.
Welcome back to Braintree Today. This week in entertainment, here are some soon-to-be released movies coming out this November. First up in entertainment comes Enola Holmes 2, starring Millie Bobby Brown as Enola Holmes, Sherlock Holmes' teenage sister who takes on her first case as a detective to unravel the mystery of a missing girl. Enola is determined to solve the mystery and find the girl and be taken seriously under the shadow of her brother. The teen detective becomes a super sleuth in her own right as she outwits her famous brother and unravels a dangerous conspiracy around a mysterious young lord. You can watch Enola Holmes 2 on Netflix Friday, November 4th. Next in entertainment, She Said follows New York Times journalists Megan Twohey and Jodi Kantor, who published a report that exposed the sexual abuse allegations against Hollywood producer Harvey Weinstein. The shocking story serves as a launching point for the Me Too movement, thus shattering decades of silence around sexual assault and harassment. The reporters worked tirelessly to track down documents, talk to survivors, find hidden details, and eventually break one of the biggest news stories of the century. She Said will be released in theaters Friday, November 18th. And finally, The Estate, starring Anna Faris and Toni Collette as two sisters trying to win over their terminally ill aunt in hopes of becoming the beneficiaries of her wealthy estate. As if the task wasn't hard enough with their difficult-to-please aunt, but now they find the rest of their greedy family has the same idea. The Estate will be released in theaters Friday, November 4th. That'll do it for news today. I'm Martha Konstandinidis, and thank you for watching Braintree Today on BCAM TV. BCAM TV has also launched a new website, so if you haven't gotten the chance to check it out yet, head to www.bcam.tv today. Stay safe, and we'll see you next time.